Hello everyone, I'm Jodylynn and welcome to Aging Naturally, where we talk about non-invasive, better aging solutions for the mature skin. And I'm really excited about this month. I just have some wonderful favorites that I've just been loving and I can't wait to share with you. I do have one fail, kind of a fail, and we'll talk about that in just a moment, but let's get started. All right, the first product, this is cruelty-free. This is by Depology. This is their microneedle patches. Now, I have tried microneedle pimple patches before, and I love them. These are actually wrinkle-smoothing microneedle patches. So they did go ahead and contact me and wanted to know if I wanted to go ahead and try these. I looked at the formulation and I just loved the formulation of the product. It has hyaluronic acid, it has peptides, it has a copper peptide, it has arginine. So I was just really like, okay, this sounds wonderful. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a try. They are serum infused micro dart patches. They are dissolving micro dart patches. They are painless. There are 1,000 micro darts in each patch, and they have 30 milligrams of their deep care serum. Results are typical in about 6 weeks. You use these 2 times per week, and that's how I use them. They sent me a 4-week supply. And what you do is wash your face, tone your face. You can add on serums. Just make sure that there are no oil-based serums or any creams, and then you're going to want your face to dry, and then you're going to go ahead and place the microneedle patches on. Just kind of hold it on for about like 3 seconds. You'll feel a little bit of a pinch because of those microneedles, but it doesn't hurt or anything, and I slept with them overnight. How I've actually been using these is that they reached out to me and I said, well, I actually have these lines here. Is there any way that I can use them here? And she says, well, I don't think it's going to diminish the lines. I think it will help to soften and smooth. I really feel like I'm noticing a difference in this line here, which is my softest line, at becoming just a bit more smooth. There's been times when I'm looking in the mirror, I'm like, is that like even there? It still is there, but I'm noticing it's kind of smoothing out, which with that being said, just remember I do use radio frequency, I use microcurrent, and also tretinoin. So I can't really say if it's this product, but I think it's really creative. I think it's innovative. I've been really enjoying them. So much so that I purchased another 8-week supply of them. I do like that they do have a clinical study. Yes, it is one that they have done themselves. It was really a small group at 32 individuals, but it was a year-long study, and I really like that. I'm going to go ahead and put the results here. So if it's something that you're interested in, and if you're like, I've always wanted to do microneedling or cosmetic needling, but a little bit apprehensive at kind of doing it yourself, while I don't think it's going to be a replacement for medical microneedling, I definitely think that this could be an alternative to cosmetic needling, where you just put them on overnight and easy peasy. You know, you don't have to do this if that's something that you're interested in. I think could be a great alternative. The next one is a sunscreen, one that I have been loving. So sunscreen, as we know, is the most important thing in your skincare routine. However, I honestly find it to be my least favorite to apply. And I've had a really hard time finding ones that I like that are hydrating enough for my skin living in the desert, because I have dry skin. I have found Drmtology Universal Tinted Moisturizer. This is an SPF of 46. I love this. This is actually, I found this from Lisa's Peaches Skincare. I thought that I ordered the mineral sunscreen, but I didn't. It's the universal. I want to try their mineral, and I think I'm going to do that next time. But this universal is actually a combination of physical and chemical sunscreen, which I don't mind. It gives a very lightweight texture. This is definitely not going to be the SPF for everyone. And the reason for that is because it's super hydrating. It gives you a glow. So it's definitely not going to be for that oily skin person. But I have been loving this, and it has been like the sunscreen that I have been looking for. It has a beautiful tint to it. I do not find it makes my skin orange. I just use a translucent powder and powder the areas that I, don't want it to be as dewy and glowy. And I also find that it wears really nicely under foundation if you're a foundation wearer. This is also cruelty-free, and it also the tint evens out some redness just a little bit. This is not going to be a foundation where it's going to cover, but it definitely even out some redness. And I've been wearing this a lot without even foundation and just a little bit of concealer in certain areas, and I've been really loving this. I'm a little late on this product, and maybe some of you already have this, but I love this. This is the Lemieux Isocell Recovery Solution. This is wonderful. This is going to be for to hydrate, to soothe, to calm down irritated skin. It's got some really great minerals in this. This has won awards. How I have actually been using this is with my microcurrent treatments. So when I am doing my handheld MyoLift QT, I actually use the Restore gel that they sell, and I apply a thin layer, and then when that is drying down, I've been reactivating it with this, and I have been loving it. It gives great conductivity, and this leads me to another fun thing that I've been learning. It's not a new product, but it's something that you can do, and I actually heard about this through Skin Science by Mira. So I have been looking into trying the Q-tip probes that the 70 Wellness sells, and I heard that the Q-tip probes can be a little bit more effective and take your microcurrent to the next level, but they're like $175, and I was like, I don't think I really want to do that right now. Well, she had suggested that all you need to do is take unwoven gauze and just wrap them around your probes, which is what I did. And I held them together with little rubber bands. This has been wonderful. And this is what I've been using for about a month now for my 40-minute pinch and hold technique. I do this once a week. And I've just been using the recovery to spray on the probes, and I also spray my face. I don't use any gel. This is all that I use, obviously, with my serums. And it's been lovely. I absolutely have been loving it. I feel like I am noticing a little bit of a difference. And yeah, so easy, very simple to try. If you've been wanting to try the Q-tip probes, maybe try this hack. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get into some makeup beauty stuff. All right, first one is I have really been, this is so cool. If you use sponges and you're like, what do I do with my sponges? Because they're always just laying around, they get grody, and I just am like, eh. This has been wonderful to hold them, keep them from getting all grody. Okay, let's talk about my fail. So I was really interested in the Il Makiage Foundation. This is the foundation where you fill out the survey and it's supposed to give you the perfect color match on your skin. Well, first of all, I must have filled out the survey wrong because the color was not my perfect match. It was actually a little bit darker. It could definitely work for the summer, but not for the winter for me. And it really wears beautifully. It's just too matte for me. If you have oily skin, I think that you're gonna really like this. It, wore really well throughout the day. I always use a setting spray, so I had no problems in that area. It was just too matte and drying. And so I like something that's way more hydrating, like the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation, which is my favorite because of it being so hydrating. I did like, though, their concealer. They sent me the concealer. I mean, I paid for it, but it was with this set deal. And I really do like this. This is definitely going to be full coverage. You only need a little bit. It goes a long way, but I really loved it. It did not crease. It did not settle into my fine lines. This was really lovely. My next one is something that I am so happy with. I have never purchased a makeup brush set completely. I've got a ton of them that are just I got them from Ipsy. I pick them up here and there. I mean, I've just got like, you know, they're just kind of all over the place. So when BK Beauty partnered with Angie from Hot and Flashy, I was really intrigued. I loved the creativity and innovation in these brushes. She made them for the mature eye. We know that as we age, we can get that hood. The skin is a lot more loose, so there's a lot more play in there. And it can just be kind of really difficult to kind of find the correct brushes to do what we want them to do when we're applying our eyeshadow. So I have been loving these. So really proud of her. I think that she's done a great job with these brushes. If you want me to do a tutorial on these, please let me know. I'd love to do it for you. I think that they are brilliant, and this is what I have been using for about 3 weeks. I have not used really anything else unless there's something that's not in the brush, in you know what's in here. But I think that she did a great job. I'm really excited about these. These are really fun. This would also be a great gift for the person, for the woman that, you know, is really into beauty, mature woman that's really into beauty. I think this would be a great gift. Down to the last two. This is so fun. I have been loving this. This is the curling headband. This is by Robe Curls. I actually found this from Melissa55. I will link her video down below on this headband. This is actually a heatless curling headband. And I have very thick, heavy hair. And anytime that I go ahead and curl it within 2 hours, it just flattens out. They just don't stay curled. It's just like, I feel like it's just a waste of my time. And then I have to put on a ton of hairspray, and that's just really sticky and yucky, and it never looks the same. So I was really interested to try these. So what you do is you actually put this on like this. You wrap the hair around this, and then you kind of tie it in the back, and then you go to sleep. And your hair should be damp, and then you go to sleep, and then you wake up with these amazing curls. And I mean, they are amazing. I was so surprised, and they lasted about, I would say day 4 is when they started to get like a little bit more loose and not as tight. So for me, that was amazing, especially with the thick hair that I have. So I have been loving these. I've used them twice already, and I'm just kind of playing around with them. They are my absolute go-to for if you're wanting a lovely, beautiful curl. And they're super, I just found it really easy to use as well. So Melissa does a wonderful tutorial on these, and I will link that below. This leads me to the next product. So if you are using this, if you're a side sleeper, you can see that that's probably going to be an issue because you're gonna have to sleep on this. While it is super soft, that's really not going to be that comfortable. So I have been training myself to sleep on my back. I am not 100% there by any means. I honestly really love sleeping on my side, but it is something that I'm trying to train myself to do. And because as we know that sleeping on your side, especially on the chest area, can create those wrinkles in your cheeks, and it's just not flattering. I've been noticing those lines a little bit more here on my chest. So I've been trying hard to train myself. Finding the correct pillow has been insane. Like, I have tried so many of them, I cannot even tell you. But I have found one, and this is not sponsored. I purchased this with my own money. It is a little bit more of a pricey pillow, but I also don't find that it is crazy, ridiculously priced either. This is the Your Face pillow. This is a memory foam pillow. This comes off so you can wash this, which of course we love. The reason that I love this is because it fits wonderfully and it cradles the neck. That was really important to me because what I was finding is that when I was trying to sleep on my back, my neck was going way over to the side. I would wake up with a huge kink in my neck, and now we just have another issue. It was just like, oh my gosh. It has been wonderful in just really supporting my neck and also the back of my neck when trying to sleep on my back. I love this. This has been a great investment. So that has been a game changer on helping me to sleep on my back. Let me know. I mean, what do you guys do? Do you love sleeping on your back, or is this just kind of like, you know what? I'm okay. I'm okay with a couple of fine lines and wrinkles so that I can sleep good, because let's be honest, that's really important. All right, I think that's all that I have for you today. So let me know if any of these interest you, if there's any other favorites that you have that you've been loving. I and others would love to know. So hopefully you like this video. If you did, please go ahead and give it a like. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you do not miss my upcoming videos. Until next time.